My name is Christopher Avila. I coach and I mentor here in San Francisco for a nonprofit that is basketball focused. I also coach basketball at a high school, and I do project management here at Udacity. I work on the mentor sourcing team, and my job is to help recruit, onboard, and bring on new mentors that are essentially helping our students get real-world experience. Growing up, and especially in college, I don't think I ever really realized that getting into tech would be possible, especially with my background. I come from a single parent home, just my mom and I growing up. Growing up, my mom worked a lot, so she was not really home, but I was pretty fortunate to have my family, so my uncles, my aunts, and my grandparents. When they moved here and just how they made it and just the struggles that they had growing up, I think it was a lot that I learned from them, and being first generation American, the first one in my family to go to college and to graduate college, and I gotta credit a lot of my success to my family. In my previous job, I was a fitness manager. Yeah, the transition from fitness into tech is kind of strange, but I knew I wanted to get an education. I knew I wanted to continue to help people. Once I researched and I kind of found what Udacity was doing, I instantly fell in love with everything they offered and their mission to empower people to grow. Oh man. So when I started going into the job hunt, it was exhausting. It was a lot of interviews, a lot of no's. You know, it was tough. It was tough. It was really tough sometimes. It wasn't until the last couple of years that I had met some really close friends, and they all worked in tech and they knew who I was and just the type of work ethic I have. But they gave me like practical advice to do is to really start tracking the goals that I was hitting at work. So like my sales goals, my metrics, start incorporating just simple programming skills like Excel, learning how to do SQL. So I tried to use some of those techniques and see if I can relay them into the tech space, which eventually ended up working. Being in the tech space in Silicon Valley, it's interesting. Coming from a Hispanic background, you don't see as much representation of Hispanic people in the space, and it feels good to be one of those people here, like I guess representing our people. When you enter the office, and sometimes the only other Hispanic people that I encounter are the people like actually just cleaning. I take it not personally, but take it as a note to myself to not only reach out, but to like communicate with those people and to just let them know like, yeah, not like, yo, one of us made it, but like, hey, like, I understand the struggle, and my grandparents used to do that, so I completely understand. It's a sense of relief, I feel like, with the conversations that I've had, that, you know, someone's like looks like them is in that space, and someone that they could talk to, someone they could relate to. But that's also why I coach and spend so much time with like youth development and youth mentoring. I think it's important for myself as a Hispanic male to try to give back to other communities that might be looking for like a male role model, someone that actually looks like them and you know, comes from the same background as them. For me, it's a great honor to be able to come from that community and to be able to represent in the greater tech space.